Howdy, howdy, everyone! Last episode, we started the new route on the right side of the flowchart.
And it's already extremely different! Outside of expectations! Speaking of expectations, that means that while things aren't serious, there's a whole lot of new gags in all the random background objects for us to look at.
How many are there? Let's find out. But first, we're the Bittersweet Gamers.
I'm the Opinionator.
And I'm We Squared. Now on to some hardcore counting from the count. One thing to look at. 2, 3, 4.
Wasn't that party a while back? How long have you had that up?
Every day is like my birthday. Every day, I'm reborn as a new woman.
So you change every day? 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hey, boss. Why are you always sitting on top of the desk?
Because I like to be on top of my work.
Oh my.
Just like I like to be on top of you, is what she's gonna say.
You sit that way on the off chance you get the opportunity to use a pun?
Woman after my own heart. 9, 10, 11.
That means rest in peace. As in, sleep peacefully.
Who's it for?
Ma, from the host club.
What?
RIP specifically refers to the Latin phrase requiescat in pace. Boss is correct about the general meaning.
Oh, I thought it was just rest in peace, but I guess that is what that translates to, huh? 12, 13, 14, 15.
Ooh.
How many times do I have to tell you to stop ogling me?
At least one more, it seems.
I am not ogling you.
16.
That's my boyfriend from about 10 years back.
Marco?
Well, I see he's a man of culture.
We had a bad breakup, so I sliced his head off and coated it in plaster.
I know that she's joking, but I also know what Boss is capable of.
Huh, so that's the story. Good to know.
17.
I'm a sucker for white wine.
Ah!
Shame you don't have an eye for it.
Ah! God, white wine is no good.
I have a right eye.
And a left.
18. 19.
Looking at that reminds me of my old boyfriend from high school.
The one whose head you chopped off?
You said that about the soccer ball yesterday.
In the other route.
Oh, that just reminded me of his balls. Because of the size, you know?
That sounds like a serious medical condition.
Yeah, really gotta be hard to walk around. Sitting down must be impossible.
20. 21. 22. 23. 24.
If you put that mask on, spikes come out that drink your blood.
Then you become a vampire.
That sounds familiar.
25. 26. 27. 28. 29.
Why do you have that here?
We're 6 floors underground, right? What if it rains? We might get flooded.
I don't think a floaty would save us in that predicament.
30.
Ugh, that thing's broken. I pedal and pedal, but the damn thing won't move.
It's not supposed to move, boss. 31. 32. 33. 34.
It's good luck, you know? Whether it's catching fish or catching criminals.
35.
That was a piece of evidence in a case about 8 years ago. A mathematics teacher used it to stab her boyfriend when she found out he was cheating on her.
Huh!
The triangular ruler must have come in handy for solving that love triangle.
Ooh.
36. 37. 38.
I feel woozy.
So do I.
What have you been doing to Mario? Have you been feeding him gack?
I had too much to drink last night.
I really enjoy that all the gags are different or are built off of gags from the other route. It's like we probably would have... We're on the second string of gags, right? I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
I appreciate that as well. 40.
Do you know why shogi pieces are pentagons? So that every shape is equal. It makes everything fair.
Huh, that's kind of profound.
Is that right?
But couldn't they just make all the shapes any shape they want? What's so special about a pentagon?
I'm trying to enjoy the profundity of this, Billy.
Maybe? I just came up with that right now.
I'm sorry to have ruined your pro-fun.
You made it up.
I know why shogi pieces are pentagons.
I'm not listening to you anymore. I've just been too betrayed.
In chess, you can distinguish your pieces from your opponents by colors. White and black. But in shogi, the pieces are the same color. Why is that? Because you can use your opponent's pieces as your own. Therefore, you cannot color code them.
Oh.
Instead, your pieces are determined by the direction they are facing.
See, that makes way more sense.
The irregular shape makes it easy to determine orientation.
41, or whatever the number is at this point. I think I've lost track of the counting. I've never gone this high.
I picked up snowboarding recently.
Oh? Why?
This really hot guy from Kabukicho invited me, so...
Of course it was Kabukicho.
42, the meaning of life or something. I don't know. 43, the damn thing is off screen. Also, technically, if you open it, there's even more inside, but screw that. 44, please end my suffering. And if you count Boss, Date, and Aiba, 47, 47 things to click on. I am never doing this joke again.
And the count is now dead.
You could say I'm down for the count. Hey, me. There we. Oh.
What?
There would be no point. I already did these jokes in the other route.
Date? Are you okay?
Let's not.
Well, you better not give up.
I'll look crazy. Let's not. Oh no. No, I'm not giving up.
I'm starting to get really concerned.
I don't want to talk to myself like an idiot. Absolutely not.
Is he so worried about Iris and Mizuki that he just can't handle it anymore?
It's time to play a game.
Let's play a word game.
Me?
Okay, bring it on. Say white 10 times.
Thank goodness. I'm really glad. I'm really glad. I don't want to see him down in the dumps like this.
White, 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 white.
I am not counting how many times he said it.
Think of your favorite cabaret girl. Now, what does a cow drink? Milk.
I don't quite understand.
So he was probably saying Shirok, 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 Miruku. The best I got.
Okay.
I guess we could easily find out, but I don't really care that much.
So about the investigation, Aiba.
I am watching the case file of Shoko Nadami as it is updated in real time. Currently, it appears as though there has been no significant progress.
That is really handy.
Hey Date, why not go to that bar you haven't been to in a while?
It's too convenient. This would ruin your life. Like having a really flirty AI partner that's with you 100% of the time that can easily handle all tasks herself.
Right?
Like you'd become a lazy SOB.
Not that we're, throwing shade on Date or something.
The bar.
Marble in Golden Yokocho.
Aha! I see. Mama runs Marble. She's an informant who knows just about everything there is to know about the criminal underground. Maybe she knows something. What do you know about Mizuki?
There are many points of interest surrounding Mizuki, but we will need to speak with her directly.
I hope she gets better soon.
She might not. Anything stand out to you, Aiba?
Date, you promised to go on a date with Iris yesterday. What exactly are you planning to do?
Video games, apparently, which does sound like a pretty sweet date.
I wouldn't mind going out with the chick who wants to play video games.
What? Seriously?
Did you have to say that right in front of boss?
It's a social date.
A man's promise is his bond.
He's not really going on a date with her, and it was her idea.
You absolutely must keep your word.
Have you ever heard of a white lie?
So, you're gonna act like it never happened.
Why are you pressuring me on
Yeah,
this, boss?
is that a command?
That's not what I said. The day's not over yet. If I go see her and socialize for a bit, that's a date, right?
Right?
Oh, so you are not planning a real date then?
She's 18, he's 30. That sounds pretty pleasant, but maybe wrong.
No, of course not.
I mean, it sounds very 13th century.
If you say so.
You almost sound relieved, Iba.
Pardon?
Iba, are you jealous?
Are you jealous?
Mind linking!
Impossible! I could never be jealous of a silly little human like her.
Uh-huh. Sure.
You know what we haven't heard about in like 5,000 years?
What?
Pelvises. If Date likes pelvises so much, he has a bad way of showing it. Oh, Billy's doing that thing where he's making facial expressions at me so you can see them and laugh. He's still doing it!
Do you know what the official name for an artificial hip is? A pelvis impersonator.
7.5 out of 10. You got another?
Dante's a man of quality. He's really hip to what's cool.
Low-hanging fruit, but sufficient nonetheless. Works well as a number 2. So what's your number 3?
I do have a pretty good joke, but I wouldn't want to waste it on you.
That worked out pretty well. Oh, really? You started with something that actually was pretty quality, then you moved down to your weakest one, and you did save the best one for last. That was good. I have no complaints. I threw down the gauntlet. You met the challenge quite admirably. I'm done.
So, boss, about the investigation.
There's been no progress, as usual. The people at the main office are so incompetent. The smartphone you brought in yesterday is still our only lead. Hopefully there'll be a breakthrough.
So, what can you tell me about Mizuki?
She was returned to the hospital after the sync. She'll probably be hospitalized for a while.
I wonder if she's ever going to recover on this route.
I'm sure she will eventually.
Strange.
It's like Mizuki is going to be everywhere on the left side of the flowchart, and it's going to be Iris who's everywhere on the right side of the flowchart.
That makes sense.
Like, we get all the parenty stuff on the left side, including the Ota parenty stuff.
Yeah.
But...
Was this the romance route?
Maybe? I don't know.
Mizuki's phone is at home, Date. The GPS and Wi-Fi access point confirm this.
She went home by herself?
Possibly.
Or someone else has her phone.
But why?
Unknown.
Well, if someone else has her phone, then they broke into Date's apartment.
Yeah, I guess that's more concerning. But once again, the hospital's really bad at keeping track of its patients.
It's the worst hospital of all time. Well, okay, maybe not that bad, but...
So about the phone box.
However, thinking about it, maybe it's not fair. Mizuki can just jump out the window.
That's true.
I asked HQ to look into it.
Incidentally, wonder if Boss is sandbagging the investigation? She potentially... Again, I don't think this is necessarily the case, but she potentially is, like, at the top level of all of this.
That's true.
Like, the whole murdery thing, whatever it's about.
It's something to consider.
They found a few things. First, the owner was Shoko Nadami.
It was Shoko's phone?
And everything on it was wiped, huh? Okay.
Yeah. Probably used to keep in touch with Renju, I imagine.
Yeah.
Yes. Her face was registered in the phone's facial recognition authentication.
Do we know who called it?
Who called the phone?
Sorry, we don't know that yet.
Gotta be Renju.
Yeah.
They called from a burner phone. They didn't register a name.
I can make a deduction with this information. We know that the phone belonged to Shoko.
I mean, she also has, not that they know this on this route, but she did have a lot of, not the most legal contacts.
That's true.
Right.
Whoever it was made their call at 9:02 p.m. after Shoko was killed. I believe we can make an assumption here.
The caller probably wasn't the murderer.
That makes sense.
Why would they call the phone of the person they just killed?
Maybe. But the culprit might have been trying to get Mizuki to call.
What?
So she'd reach into the horse or punch the horse and take out the phone? All it would accomplish as long as it's in the horse is just bugging her.
She had other concerns on her mind at the time.
Yeah.
So that they can bring her to the scene.
Well, we already know about the Nile mess. Well, I guess
They don't where they are in the game.
Fair point, fair point.
But then why hide the phone? They would have left it somewhere easier to find.
Right.
True.
Continue.
But either way, our mysterious caller is suspicious. Consider this. They did not register the phone under their real name. And also,
They hung up when I foolishly told them I was the cop.
they hung up as soon as Date mentioned he was a cop. And on top of that,
Point!
they blocked Date's number and turned off the phone.
I love her dramatic pointing.
The blame lies entirely with Date.
Yes, 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 yes. Now move on.
I suggest cutting his salary.
I'll cut your battery.
He, for goodness sake, he's not Detective Gumshoe.
Do it. I'll plug in somewhere.
Anyway, we have to identify the caller. If you don't want your salary cut.
Fine.
The struggles of Date Kaname.
Ah, well, you know, if it comes down to cup noodles, it comes down to cup noodles. You don't really need to be paid, do you?
Is there anything else you can tell me about Shoko's phone?
All the history's been erased. There's nothing on the phone itself, but we can still look up its records. I happen to have a friend at the cell company. The head office is looking into it now.
Ah, privacy concerns. But, I mean, this is a criminal matter, this is different.
Is there anything else?
About Renju.
Uh-huh.
Renju.
Yesterday, I told you he vanished after he was questioned.
Right.
Well, we found him.
Was he by any chance in a car crash?
Where?
Central Hospital.
Yep.
He was brought there from a traffic accident. He's unconscious and it's not looking good.
Could it be?
Capitol Highway?
Oh, you heard about it?
We heard the report on the radio last night.
Man, it's not looking good. That's also miserable. For him
Right?
to just die from a traffic accident.
I can't believe it was about Renju.
What can you tell me about Renju's condition?
Date, you should go talk to him. He is Shoko Nadami's former husband, after all. He might have some information.
But he's still asleep, isn't he?
Smack him across the face and wake him up.
I don't know that I should be doing that to a victim of a car crash.
Especially after his attempt at syncing with Mizuki where he made things worse.
Right?
At the moment, Date is not the most therapeutic detective who's not getting paid to have around.
You're his friend, right? He'll understand.
Come on.
In summary,
I have 3 places to check. Central Hospital, where Renju is. I don't know if he's in any condition to talk, but it might help. I could also go home to see Mizuki, or get information from Mama at Marble.
Aiba, let's move.
Roger that.
sounds like every last one of them is a good idea to me. Oh, come on, there's no car scene! Also, you know, who cares about your friend? He'd be alright. He won't die till later or something.
He's not going anywhere.
Let's go to a bar. Kind of miserable, but I mean, it surely won't advance without us talking to Renju, so.
Well, well, if it isn't Date! Long time no see. Is something wrong?
No, I just wanted to talk.
Did she not know about Renju then?
It did just happen, so maybe not.
About Shoko Nadami, Ren's ex?
Ren, meaning Renju Okiura.
You're as sharp as ever.
I saw it all on the news. How awful.
All right, Count. You ready?
No times will I count everything in the background. Do you understand? I am seriously threatening you here.
Yes, sir.
There's a TV on the wall.
Hey, Date. Wanna watch men in Fundoshi's pounding drums?
No thanks. I'm good.
taiko concert or something?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. A beer tap.
Date, what do you call a bottle of beer on your face?
A beard?
Why would you do that?
How's that, Billy?
This is a painting of Saint Sebastian.
Yes, we know.
Saint Sebastian was a faithful Christian who lived under Roman Emperor Diocletian. On January 20th, 288 AD, he was martyred. This painting depicts his execution.
Mama. My goodness.
Ah, here we go.
You've changed since I last saw you. You're such a square now.
Excuse me, that is a fridge.
No, it is a frig.
What do you think this counts? Bars?
No! No more counting! I'll kill you all!
I do not appreciate your pun.
So this is what the Count is like when he's drunk.
Can you get me a glass of water?
That's unusual.
While I'm working.
Not a bourbon.
I'm working.
I drink at work all the time.
You do not.
You also work at a bar?
We have very different occupations.
It's kind of the same. I make people throw up. You make people throw up the truth.
Huh.
I don't think I've ever heard that comparison made before.
That's kind of interesting. Let me pause to consider the profundity of... Oh, who am I kidding? Been burned too many times.
So how have you been?
I've been okay. How are you, Date, honey? I don't see you around here much anymore.
I've been busy.
You used to come all the time. You and Ren, grumbling over your glasses of bourbon. Laughing, drowning each other's sorrows.
I was going to say for a moment that it didn't seem like grumbling. Also, it's pretty interesting to see Renju laugh.
Yeah, he always was so dispassionate, kind of emotionless.
Sometimes getting into arguments. One time it even became a real fight. You remember that?
I'm just kind of amazed at how much of a different opinion we'd have of these people if we did this route first.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Oh, yes.
You don't remember? Your drunk ass spilled your beer on Ren's watch.
I remember that. From the other route.
Ren was furious, yelling about how this watch is more important than my life, or whatever.
And we can't have this conversation in the same place that we did in the other one because it's not going to end up being part of evidence.
Yeah.
He blew up on you. That was the only time I've ever seen Ren that mad. That's why I remember it so well.
So tell me more about Renju's watch.
Yeah, his favorite watch.
Back on the left side of the flowchart, you could find it in an oil drum. I think you used it to peg his murder on Iris.
What?
He got it from his new lover. An anniversary gift.
New lover? You don't say.
Oh no, this came up in the last conversation about this too, on the other side.
Oh, I guess I just forgot.
Oh, this was, of course, after the divorce.
Man, your memory is really fading these days.
Who am I? Where am I? Am I the Cyclops killer?
Ren was so happy. He showed it off to me. He's had that watch on him ever since.
Well, let's talk about Shoko.
I have something, but I don't know how useful it will be.
All your information is usually really useful.
Except when it isn't.
No, tell me.
You know how Shoko was a representative of that investment company?
Yeah?
They were part of a massive fraud scheme.
Right?
Really?
That's right. And they were in bed with the Kumakuras, the Yakuza gang. So maybe...
The Kumakuras killed her?
I don't know for sure, but they were capable of it. Maybe Shoko did something to piss off the wrong people, and they punished her for it.
No rushing out the door to deal with it right away, though, huh?
Right. So let's summarize, as we do.
Shoko was involved in illegal activities. Perhaps the rental phone was used for that purpose.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Kumakuras. They have a relationship with Renju. I remember him telling me that.
Do you want to pay them a visit?
Hold on.
Yes?
Are you telling me that Renju told his friend the cop about his connection with the Yakuza? I mean, that's nice and honest but isn't Date obligated to do something about that?
Not unless Renju was actually doing something illegal?
I guess.
Yeah. I hope it won't cause problems.
I hope one of them doesn't take a minigun to me.
What are you doing, by the way?
Polishing bonito.
As Mama does.
It is not well known, but dried bonito is a fermented food. They are boiled and dried, which attracts a particular mold as it ages.
Sounds delicious!
It takes between 3 to 4 mold attraction sessions and results in high-quality bonito. Mama is cleaning off the mold right now.
All the times we saw her polishing the bonito on the other route, and they finally explained it.
Huh.
Meow. I miss those. Oh no.
Hitomi Sagan, Iris's mother.
Well, she is Iris's... Mizuki's teacher.
Okay, that makes sense.
She wasn't really involved in the other side of the flowchart. She has to be involved heavily in this side.
Especially if Iris is going to be more involved.
Yes, but why?
I'm still thinking that she's involved, but I mean, hopefully not.
Oh, Date. Sorry for showing up like this.
But she's going above and beyond her job. That's really good.
Mizuki, what are you doing?
I mean, she's the person, Mizuki is the person who needs someone to, like, look after her for a while.
Yeah.
For a variety of reasons.
What's it look like?
Thank goodness.
Bench pressing.
You can talk.
Yes, she's no longer mute.
Well, that's great!
Can't believe they sent her to school like that, but... Like her mother was killed yesterday, and...
I received a Nile message from Mizuki last night.
Oh, actually, today was Sunday, so she didn't go to school anyway.
Teacher, can you please help me?
Huh, okay, so that was the message that Iris was talking about.
I understood right away. The girl's been through so much. I couldn't say no to one of my students.
You're her teacher?
That's right. Mizuki is in my homeroom class. I went to the hospital to pick her up.
She left earlier. She got a Nile message from someone.
Mizuki wrote a note saying that she wanted to go home. Not to Renju's house, but here. So that's the story. I apologize for coming over without asking.
Oh, don't mind me.
Well, I mean, there is definitely some heavy romantic tension. I guess the thing is when it comes to Hitomi and Iris, there's actually just as much of a difference in age between Date and Hitomi as there is between Date and Iris.
Thank you for coming over. I shall now ignore you.
Well, Count, what do you think?
48! 48 bourbons I have drunk! Oh, my liver cirrhosis.
Date, I'm sorry. I looked inside your fridge earlier.
All you found in there was a bunch of, what were they called?
Cleones or something like that?
Yeah, that was it.
Why do you have so much meat in there?
Oh, I'm on a diet.
A good diet, man. Good diet.
You see, I'm a recovering vegetarian.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
No, I'm kidding.
Date, are you okay there, man?
I am impressed you actually got a laugh.
Hey, the greatest part about low-carb dieting is eating tons of meat.
I agree.
That's an unusual pattern on this cushion.
Oh, don't touch that.
Oh, no!
That's Date's rule.
Date, is it true? Mizuki told me you hid a magazine under the rug.
Why are you talking to him about this?
It's on animal husbandry.
Something about eating a nice spread?
Mizuki, you're killing me, Smalls.
Why did you hide a cooking magazine?
a rudge.
Hello, adore rabbit.
That stuffed animal. It's Mizuki's favorite character. What's its name again?
Look, I'm not gonna talk while there are people over. I don't want anybody to think they're crazy.
Out the window with ye.
But I'm not even misbehaving or anything this time.
It's preemptive.
Oh, God!
Yeah, that's Anna Rabbit.
You gave it to Mizuki on her birthday.
You don't have to tell her that.
She didn't.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, we don't want anyone to feel crazy.
This is a nice sound system.
Okay, in the other route, or rather earlier in her house, Date comments on her nice sound system, and then she does the same.
That's great.
Oh, it's nothing special. It's not top of the line. I only spent a couple million yen.
Yeah, you know how it is.
Oh, so it's cheap. That's good. I spilled soda on it on accident.
You did what?
Haven't paid it off. I will say something. It's nice to see everything being...
Calm?
Yeah, we were just in a lot of bad situations and a lot of tension for a long time, and it is nice that everything's comfortable again.
Warm?
Yeah, that's a good word.
Clothes are hanging on the rack. They're minding Mizuki's.
I see you two hang your clothes side by side. You get along well.
A backpack.
In just a few months, she'll need a bigger backpack.
They grow up so fast.
Well, that means that whether she knew about it or not, Hitomi has acknowledged Date as Mizuki's guardian.
Yeah. A PC.
You're a studious man, aren't you, Date? I heard from Mizuki. Whenever she's not around, you're always on your computer, watching training videos.
She is not being friendly to Date, but like I said, maybe this was just going to make her even meaner to him.
Training videos?
Yes, a female secret agent caught in the enemy's hideout or something.
Ah, yes. Yeah, that. Right. Mizuki, did you watch that movie?
Only the title.
Don't touch my computer without asking. How long do you plan on doing that?
Until my muscles are screaming at me to stop.
So all day then.
You there yet?
Nope. Not even close. My muscles are laughing like this is nothing.
Date, I would not push Mizuki while she is in this state.
She might kill me.
You may end up killed via head injury.
Yeah, that's realistic.
Yeah, you're right.
No comment, huh?
Does she normally have buses or something at school? So about your aphonia. When I started talking to her, Mizuki re-racked the weight.
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks to you.
Yeah?
Well, not exactly you. It was teacher who stayed with me all night.
Why didn't you tell me about Hitomi?
I couldn't. It's not like we have conversations about our day anyway.
Aww.
Because you don't talk.
Because you don't listen.
She's just that age.
Yeah, so about Hitomi. You know what she likes?
She's my teacher. She's special. She's Daddy's friend and Iris's mom. Sometimes I have dinner at her house. She's extra nice to me.
Oh, I know I shouldn't be. I should love all my students equally. But I see Mizuki after school sometimes, and she just looks so lonely. I can't help myself.
That maternal instinct. So about the Nile message you sent.
Mizuki, Renju sent you that Nile message, didn't he?
Or whichever Nile message I was referring to.
What?
I got this buddy of mine. Real bad personality, but real good with technology. I got some help from them.
Bad personality?
It was a message sent at 8:05 last night. Does it sound familiar? Mizuki, Daddy got caught up in something serious. Please come to Bloom Park's merry-go-round right away.
Yeah, pretty much the same as the last go-around.
Daddy needs your help. Please do as I say.
Yeah, that was it. It was from Daddy's phone. But I didn't want to say anything because that would make Daddy a suspect, so...
So you kept quiet.
Yeah. My dad's never said anything like that to me, ever. That he was counting on me? I had to go.
But you invited Ota along.
Bloom Park is in the middle of the Kawasaki district.
You know, on the other route, if Mizuki hadn't invited Ota along to this, he probably wouldn't have been able to do anything about Iris.
What do you mean?
Well, here, when Ota saw Shoko's body, he panicked and ran away and abandoned Mizuki.
Right.
And he felt bad about that. That was probably one of the reasons he was able to risk his life the way he did.
Ah, okay, I see what you're saying.
Or at least possibly.
There are a number of homeless individuals and a high crime rate there. Mizuki must have been worried about going alone.
For some reason. Why were you holding the ice pick? I think I know the reason why, but I'm asked.
When I got there, the ice pick was... It was stuck in my mom's eye. I couldn't think straight. The only thing I could think was... I had to get it out.
Yeah, no one's blaming you for that.
So you pulled it out.
Yeah.
It's more surprising that everyone's in as good shape as they are after this.
After Ota ran away?
I mean, we're kind of used to it by now, but...
Yeah, it's not so shocking for us.
Yeah.
Did you hear any sounds?
Sounds?
Like maybe a ringtone?
Like a ringing phone?
Oh, I think I did hear something like that.
Just didn't care, of course.
Right.
But I don't remember where it was coming from. I just got scared and ran into the column. The door was open a little, so...
Confirmed. The call at 9:02 p.m. It must have been the phone inside the horse ringing.
I really don't want to ask you this, but was Shoko's left eye on the ice pick?
I don't think so.
Her eye socket was empty?
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm sorry to have to ask you stuff like that.
It's okay.
So it was not Mizuki who took the eyeball.
No, it was already gone when she got there.
That eyeball has yet to be found. It was probably taken by the culprit.
Yeah, rehashing all this about Renju.
What's wrong with Daddy?
Oh god, she doesn't know! She's gotta get to the hospital too!
That's true.
You haven't heard?
Heard what?
She does not know about the accident.
Can't tell her yet.
She'll probably come with us when we go.
Or, well, not if we went there first. We probably have to do the stuff that was gonna happen there, and then she'll find out. I mean, it's video game logic, but either that or we're gonna have to do a reload and go there earlier.
Date, something catches my eye. Hitomi's right shoulder.
Yeah.
Ah, don't do that then. I thought it was just gonna be perviness. We'll save that, huh?
Yeah.
Use the x-ray.
Why?
I wonder, maybe the bullet's still there. It could be in a situation where they couldn't take it out.
Maybe.
You'll see.
I'll get to it when I feel like it.
Also, perhaps the bullet isn't there, but, like, maybe he could see that her shoulder is pretty wrecked.
Yeah, maybe there's pins or something. How did you get her talking again?
You know what? I actually don't know. I didn't do anything special.
Well, that's normally what happens. It doesn't take some special magical thing.
It may have been the warmth of a mother.
Well, yeah.
I just held her against me.
Yeah!
Yeah, that's what we did at the end of the Somnium and the left side route.
Held her?
I was hugging her close to me all night. When dawn came, I heard her say, "Teacher," and then she started to cry. As you can see, she's fine now. She had a lot bottled up. It came out with the tears, I think.
So how is Mizuki at school?
She's a little quiet, but she's a very clever girl.
How is she in PE?
And more than anything, she is kind.
Kind?
When I'm carrying heavy bags, she'll come and help me without me asking. When I'm troubled, she'll sometimes pick flowers to give to me. Not that she has a perfect disciplinary record, but she's a good girl.
What's on her record?
There are a few incidents. Once, she let out all the frogs that were going to be used for science class. Another time, she punched the bully so hard that he chipped a tooth.
He got off lucky.
Yeah, she really, really held back.
Sounds like more than just incidents.
But I like that about her.
You know, the thing is hearing these things, it's no big deal. On the one hand, you know, you do have to punish her for it, but it's the sort of thing you don't feel bad about them doing.
Yeah, yeah.
She's a little clumsy, and just like Renju.
I mean, I don't have a problem with, like, kids who are in bullying situations actually fighting. Maybe you'll end up getting in trouble, but the value of...
Standing up for yourself?
Yeah, and the physical courage and the confidence, even if you get your butt kicked.
Yeah.
Like, the value of that and, like, the experience of the discipline afterwards, like, that's really worth it. It's just a positive thing, if you ask me. As long as nobody's, like, seriously getting hurt.
Right, right. So you're her teacher?
Yes, elementary school.
I didn't know you taught at Mizuki's school.
I didn't know Mizuki was living with you.
Touché!
I knew about her circumstances with Renju, but he described you as a relative. But I suppose not.
I suppose that would just be the simplest way to explain it.
Mizuki explained the situation to me.
Mizuki lives here with me, but I'm not her legal guardian. That's why I've never been to school with her or anything like that. No
Right.
parent-teacher conferences or nothing.
I like how in this route they actually bring up the whole legal guardian thing that I've been talking about.
That was all left to Renju. He might not be any good at raising her, but he is her father. He takes care of all the official stuff. That was one of the conditions for me taking in Mizuki.
To continue with what I was saying before about the disciplinary stuff and causing some problems, I think it's also good for kids to learn to push their boundaries.
Yeah, that's part of what being a kid should be.
And to see the results of pushing those boundaries, you know, which may be okay, and you may learn something, or it may be really good and you'll get like a better sense of like your own agency. Honestly, I actually wish that I had broken more rules when I was younger.
Is it just coincidence that you're Mizuki's teacher?
No, it's called game design.
What?
You said you and Renju knew each other from high school, right?
Yes, at Eitoku High.
And you work at the public school here.
That's right, a district elementary school.
Is that a coincidence? You becoming the teacher of your friend's kid?
Well, I hadn't always planned on being a teacher, but it wasn't a coincidence that Mizuki ended up in my class.
Huh.
Renju seemed really intent on sending Mizuki to a school where I was teaching. They even moved to get into my school district.
I have such mixed feelings about Renju.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't say that there wasn't any good.
He was aware of his situation. That's why he set this whole thing up, because he's just like, I can't do it right, so I need help.
Even as he was offloading his responsibilities, he would only go so far.
Yeah.
And he really wanted to help her, like,
He
for
didn't
instance...
abandon her.
No, and she sees him all the time.
Yeah.
Or, you know, did. And, like, makes sure that there's someone he trusts that's going to end up being her teacher. Makes sure that there's someone who he trusts that's going to take care of her. What he said about Mizuki and Shoko, that's one of those things that's probably so complicated. There's no point in talking about that right now. We saw how awful Shoko always acted to her. We saw it even more in this. But the way he talked about it is they were always around each other. That isn't nothing.
Yeah.
It isn't nothing. That's about the most positive Shoko thing that I'll say.
That was about 5 years ago, in spring.
Before the divorce?
Yes, but I heard that Shoko didn't have a problem with the move.
Officially, Mizuki lives at Renju's house. Her local elementary is actually pretty far from here. My house. Mizuki takes the train every morning to get there.
Okay, so I'm glad this isn't just perviness.
Well, why can't it be both?
Though I have to say, in the Kojima game, the visual novel Police Knots, which is an excellent, excellent game, there is a recurring thing where you slap around younger women's fine arts.
Oh my.
Oh no, there's a fly buzzing around. Boy oi 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 oing. Boy oi 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 oing. It's so over the top, it's...
Sounds pretty hilarious.
Yeah. Yep. Basically, she doesn't have a shoulder. It's kind of all been replaced.
A plate of medical-grade titanium in her right shoulder.
Oh.
Pardon me for asking, but your right arm?
Oh, does it bother you?
No.
Can you not move it?
No. I can't even feel it, I'm afraid.
Was there an accident, or...?
Something like that.
I suppose you might call it that. About 6 years ago, I was shot in the shoulder.
Wow, that's good that she actually said that. It shows that she's probably comfortable with everything.
Yeah.
She still goes to see Falco, after all.
Right.
The nerves died, and... Anyway, the story is, one day a criminal broke into my house.
That may be what the story is, but what actually happened?
Well, Rohan Kamakura is a criminal and broke into the house. Why do you think we're getting this visual?
That's a fair point.
We're only getting this visual... Well, this was from the...
Somnium.
Yeah.
He was carrying a gun. From the way he talked, he sounded insane.
Drugs?
Maybe. The police statement said that he wasn't under the influence of anything. Just a random crime.
What? The dream I saw. This is the most summarizing-est route so far.
Why would you say to someone, therefore, summarize for me? Like, something very deeply wrong with this.
Anyway, Mizuki has recovered from her aphonia. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
I did not know that Hitomi was Mizuki's homeroom teacher.
To be fair, at the end of the route where we found out that Mizuki's homeroom teacher was hanging out with So, they didn't actually say Hitomi was her teacher. We just assumed she was.
Well, Mizuki mentioned that Hitomi, I don't remember. There was something from somewhere earlier in the game, whether it was from Mizuki or Hitomi, where someone just said it.
Oh, because I just thought we made that assumption because we knew Hitomi was a teacher.
No, it was because someone said it.
Well, whichever conclusion we came to.
I mean, it was correct.
Is there something wrong?
No. It's nothing.
Okay. A nurse is standing there, wondering what the hell is going on.
A brand new side character that's going to inevitably have a great level of charisma and an entry in the log. Notebook, encyclopedia, files, whatever.
Something. Where are we?
Mr. Okiura's room. I'm certain of it.
And you are?
I'm a nurse. I work here. I'm assigned to Mr. Okiura.
Well, you're doing a bang-up job of keeping track of him.
I like how we have where is he and where is Renju.
Well, where is he?
He's not here.
I see that.
As you can see.
Are you mocking me?
Okay, Miss Smarty Pants, where is Renju?
He snuck out at night.
What?
Snuck out?
I'm glad that he's in good enough shape to be able
to do that, but this hospital is the worst at keeping its patients.
It's probably her fault.
Probably.
Mr. Okiura arrived with internal injuries. The surgery was successful, but he was in no condition to move.
So he snuck out.
He would have opened up his wounds, and then he would be in real trouble.
Real trouble, huh?
Yes. I can't believe it. Where could he have gone?
Are you sure he snuck out and wasn't, like, abducted or something?
For all I know, 11D6 Kumakuras came in here, picked him up, and carried him out, and they were probably like, do you need any help with that? The irresponsible hospital.
Renju is extremely suspicious. He has no alibi for the time of Shoko's murder. That was noted in the investigation report.
That's not so strange, though.
There's more. I cannot reach Renju by any means. He has not attempted to visit Mizuki in the hospital, even though she is his daughter and witnessed a traumatic event. Despite all this, he runs from the hospital, even with substantial injuries.
Yeah.
Hence our idea of a more supernatural bent.
Right.
Perhaps this is an escape.
I mean, chain of killers. It doesn't mean that it's true.
Right.
But there's a reason to wonder if it might not be something like that.
Iva, call Lemniscate.
Roger that.
Hello, this is Lemniscate Entertainment Offices.
Also, whatever her name is, the receptionist has the same voice actress as the nurse.
Let me hear your message. Thank you.
What kind of employee training do they have there?
He hasn't met her yet.
Anyway, I gave them my name and told them about Renju.
Do you have any idea where he might be?
Sorry, no clue. I'm trying to get in touch with him too. So far, nothing. I'm getting worried. He must be a mess right now.
Yeah, I'll say.
Meanwhile, the nurse is like, who are you talking to?
Oh, wait. Maybe he's at the Maid Cafe.
Maid Cafe?
Oh, good.
Do you mean Sunfish Pocket?
Yeah, that's the one. Like, out of nowhere, Renju was like, I'm gonna rent out Sunfish Pocket. I guess he was gonna throw, like, a secret party or something?
Out of nowhere.
But with the accident and all... Still, he might be there.
He just might. I know about Sunfish Pocket. Renju used to talk about it, because he'll tell me all sorts of illicit things that he does. He runs Lemniscate as well as that Maid Cafe.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
Go out on a date with me.
No problem. Farewell.
Sunfish Pocket, huh?
It is worth scoping out.
I like her.
Yeah, I do too.
And not for the obvious reasons. Well, I'll be darned.
Likes candles, ropes, and rodeos, but dislikes jocks and queen bees and, not the insect. Like the personality type.
Right.
Enjoys theater, can shave really fast. She practices hard, even though she has yet to land a leading role.
Ha! A small group of actors/nurses? What a bizarre troupe!
Is there any sort of play that they can do that actually would, lend itself to their unique skills? Wonder if we'll see her again.
Probably, I would think. I mean, no one has shown up in here that's just been a one-off.
Well, the taxi driver.
I stand corrected.
Welcome home, Sea King.
I'll be darned.
Sea King?
She was one of the ones that I liked, by the way.
Is this your first time here?
Sorry. I'm not here as a customer.
And the place was rented out?
I need to talk to someone about something.
Yeah!
Maybe it's tomorrow or something.
Or later in the day? Oh!
Jeez, kid.
I mean, no surprise.
Excuse me.
He's been here before.
Yeah.
Oh, sir! Oh, wait a minute!
Date?
Ota?
Look for a walk.
He's got a trident! He's got a trident! I don't trust him!
So in the other route, we got here and interacted with him at Lemniscate and met the receptionist. This time, we're at another one of Renju's businesses, interacting with a different employee.
What kind of furniture can you drink?
Okay, hold on. Dresser, counter.
No, that's me.
Okay, I'm out of brain power. What do you got?
A light beer?
I don't know if I would. Oh, whatever.
Nope.
Rice?
Huh?
You can't drink rice.
That's also not a furniture.
The answer is liquefied leather sofa.
Bless your heart. You're trying so hard.
How would anyone ever guess that?
Can you even drink that?
Well, no, it's technically like a pun, technically.
Technically. The counter. That's me.
Embracing your identity at the very end, eh?
You absolute disgrace! How many times have I told you to cut the bones properly, you bastard?
Okay, Gordon Ramsay.
Yes, Chef.
What kind of cafe is this? What's in the box?
The severed bottom half of a mermaid.
What is this woman's problem?
You could have just said the tail.
That's not how she thinks.
The walls are decorated with life preservers.
It looks like a flotation device, right? But it's actually a huge donut.
Okay.
Rusty oil drums that do not look like Raycon.
They do too!
You piece of...
I've never had this problem before, but it's like that in this game.
I found it! It's a security camera!
Like, if we just used a mouse, it'd be one thing, but...
There are pictures of girls on display.
So, who's your type, Date?
Sorry, but no one stands out to me.
Oh, come
I don't
on!
go for the spawn. I'm more of a big catch fisherman.
Oh! Not interested in kids, huh?
What?
I think he's saying he likes older women.
This serves beer.
Hey, Ota, buy me a drink?
Why?
Because beer tastes better if someone else buys it.
You don't have to yell.
I wouldn't know.
Okay.
Police nuts, here we come.
At this cafe, the maids and clerks are referred to as mermaids.
Hi, I'm Kaname Date.
By the way, I didn't introduce myself yet. I'm Kaname Date of the Metropolitan Police Department.
You're a detective?
Oh, you! Although, the thing is from her picture on the wall, she was like my second favorite one.
Something like that.
She's certainly very unique.
So, what's the Sea King?
That's what we call the customers. Us mermaids serve the Sea Kings. And we really are mermaids, you know. Don't tell anyone.
Your secret is safe with me.
What?
Everyone working here is a real mermaid.
But you have legs.
They chopped them off and put them in the boxes.
That's not how it works.
They were a gift from Poseidon. We were given legs and feet. So that we can gather riches in foreign currency in the labor market.
Oh, I really like this girl. A lot.
Date, let's go.
No, not yet.
She is very creative. This is excellent.
So much to learn.
Do not listen to her siren song.
So, is Renju here?
No, he never showed up.
When was the last time he came here?
Let me think. He's just the owner, not the manager, so... He comes sometimes, but not all that often.
All right, let's get to the important part.
Date, I must be the bearer of bad news.
You can't look through clothes. You're just gonna see the skeleton. You know, you can admire the pelvis if you'd like.
Oh, well, I am a man who knows what I like.
Even with X-ray, her clothes will not turn transparent.
It's like, what's the point of having X-ray vision, right?
Your heart rate and blood pressure is rising.
Because I like pelvises, Ibar.
The concentration of phenylethylamine in your blood is rising rapidly.
He wants to increase the amount of oxytocin as well by getting a little closer and engaging in physical contact.
What are you excited about?
He excited about the pelvis. The man loves him some frickin' pelvises. Give the love to the pelvis.
Her hips. Are you seeing this?
Pelvis represent!
I'm about to cry tears of joy.
Do you have a paraphilia for bones?
Bonephilia!
Look. You can see right through.
You seriously disgust me, Date.
A mermaid from Sunfish Pocket. She has such gorgeous, well-balanced bone structure. Oh, Date, you glorious, glorious man.
Yeah, you're such a perv and a freak.
Okay, Ota. What's with that spear?
You don't plan on stabbing me with it, do ya?
It's not a spear. It belongs to Poseidon, god of the sea.
No, it's just a trident prop.
You know, a trident.
Why do you have that?
Look at the chairs!
Yeah, it's clearly some sort of, like, get the attention of the maid prop.
We treat our customers like lords of the sea. We give them these tridents. It's like a little ranking system we do.
The color changes depending on your rank. There's bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and at the very top, orichalcum.
You can make your own philosopher's stone!
So it basically measures how much money you've spent on these girls.
Yeah!
Well, that doesn't sound very nice.
I imagine it wouldn't.
It's more like a way to exploit their vanity.
I love her so much!
Can we please hurry up and add her to the profiles? Because I want to know what her name is.
Yeah, and I don't love her because of her bone structure. I'll leave that to Date.
To separate our customers from their money as much as possible.
Capitalism, baby!
That sounds even worse.
Okay, so it's not a spear. What's with your trident then?
I'm still gold. Not that good.
You're pretty poor.
How much did you spend to get that?
About 200,000 yen.
Oh my god.
I suddenly understand why someone would want to kill another human.
I assume you are a regular here?
Sure am. I come here whenever I've got time and money.
Iris used to work here too.
That's true.
I was here yesterday too. Around 6:30, I think. But I couldn't get in. I saw a sign at the entrance that said the whole place got rented out for some party.
Right.
Okay, so that means that Renju wasn't killed here, but we're probably gonna find his body wherever he is.
Yeah.
But I came all the way to Akihabara, you know? I didn't want to just go home, so I bought a new one.
A new what?
Phone!
A phone? I dropped my old one in a puddle, remember?
As if I have to ask this, but why are you here?
Because I'm worried about Tessa.
Then why are you here?
Iris, what's the matter?
Yesterday night. Well, it was past midnight, so more like this morning.
Something happened on the stream. The 1 a.m. stream.
I don't care about the timing. What happened?
Tessa was streaming, as usual, from her living room at home. But suddenly... Actually, let me just show you.
Huh.
I always record her streams.
I bet you do.
I'm kinda nervous. It's been a while. Got it. I'll try my best. Okay, everyone! Here's my debut song. Let's hit it!
Thought she was supposed to be streaming Shovel Forge.
No, she is like an idol.
That's true.
Who could it be at this hour? Is it Date again?
Is it Renju?
Okay, 1 second, I'm coming!
I don't like people coming into this house. After all, last time she went to go hang out with Renju for whatever reason. That's gotta be what it was.
Yeah. Before we continue that thread, have you seen Renju?
No, haven't seen him. Is this related to what happened at Bloom Park?
It might be.
The body on the merry-go-round was Renju's ex-wife. I didn't know that she was Mizuki's mom. Did she change her name or something? Mizuki saw her own mother's dead body, and I just left her there and ran away like a coward.
This is what I was saying earlier, you know? He felt so guilty about that. You don't feel guilt because you think that what you did is okay.
Right.
You feel guilt because you don't think that what you did is okay.
Exactly.
I'm such a piece of shit. I should have stayed. I should have done something. Why did I do that?
You're fine, man. You're fine.
Oh, is it eating you up inside, Ota?
Although you are very, very, very aggressive and prone to attacking police officers with weapons, you are also a very strong man.
Yeah, seriously.
So, feel that guilt.
Oh yeah, look at that guilt.
Well, that's what you come here for.
While you're sitting here adding up your options?
That smug look on his face.
But you can order too, Date.
Smug Ota does make me want to punch him.
That's not why I'm mad, Ota.
So when did this visitor arrive?
Right after the stream started, apparently.
1 hour into the stream.
Oh, okay.
So about 2 a.m.? That's weird, right? Someone coming to visit at 2 in the morning? And then she leaves?
Yeah.
She looked really serious, too.
Pretty strange.
I was worried about her, so I tried to call, but she didn't answer. She didn't read any of my Nile messages either. I thought maybe the people at Sunfish Pocket would know something.
And then I kind of got caught up being waited on by the mermaids.
Tessa used to work here. She made a lot of friends.
I'm one of them. But I don't know what she's up to. I asked the other girls too, but no one knows anything.
Iva, call Iris.
Nothing, I assume.
The number you are attempting to dial is either offline or unavailable.
That's bad.
No way.
Anyway, prophecies are simply not possible.
I love how there is a lot going on in this route, and it's so totally different that it doesn't feel like we're retreading old ground.
Yeah,
you know?
I really appreciate that too.
Yeah.
Something wrong, sir?
No, nothing.
I wonder if Tessa's okay.
Yeah, I hope so. I assume she is. She has to be a major character in this game, and she wasn't on the other side.
Right?
I'm so worried about her, I can barely eat.
Yeah, I knew it.
Well, now that's different. You do it too.
You look like you can eat just fine.
You do it too, and you know it.
Yeah. All right, Ota, summarize for me.
Date, Renju is not at this location. We have other areas we need to search.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Time to go get shot at by gangsters.
All we got left is the Kumakuras. Presumably, we'll find poor Renju soon, so...
I guess so.
That's about where we are. We're trying to move as fast as we can, you know, through all the establishing stuff. But I'm very pleased with this side so far. So far, all the different routes have not felt like the same thing. Yeah, not samey at all. Now, I don't mind samey. I expect some samey.
And they have reestablished some stuff we already know.
Right, but aside from the reestablishing...
But the entire feel is different.
Yeah, and I'm really impressed by that. Like, for instance, I really like Fate Stay Night, and there's a lot of sameness for a little while.
Yeah.
And then the roots are massively different. 999 and VLR have some samey, and those are excellent, but there is some level of sameness. I'm actually impressed by the lack of sameness in this, so hooray! Amame doi.
Like Rat-a-tat, Bang Bang, and Slappy Slap.
What on earth is Slappy Slap? I say that as if I know what Rat-a-tat and Bang Bang are.
But her hobbies are breeding triple wart sea devils. She is such an interesting person.
She's not really the type that I was expecting from looking at her picture, but you know, somehow it works. Alright, so next time we'll go to the Kumakura offices, meet Mamu, and most importantly, we'll examine everything there in great detail. Maybe we'll even count it again.
I have a better idea. Count how many times I stab you! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5!
Oh, is that all? Whew.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10! 10 times I have stabbed you! You want to go for more? Oh, I think he's dead now. One Bittersweet gamer left!